Welcome back, awesome people, to Cocktails and Consoles. It's Melissa, and it's Friday, and the awesome guys from Basement are here. Yay!
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
What's
How's it going?
Oh my gosh, if you guys are not already subbed to these guys, please. Peter and Ted are some of the most awesome guys I know, and their channel, let me tell you about their channel, okay? Their channel is very awesome. Not only in the fact that it's family friendly, but it's like Toy Story 2 family friendly. You guys have jokes that are totally okay for the kids, and the adults crack up like unbelievable.
They fly over the heads of the kids. We edit out the ones that smack the kids in the face.
Right. That's what that beep is in the middle, like.
Yes. Yep.
That's so cool. Thank you guys for coming on the show. I'm kind of curious, what got you started on YouTube?
Gosh, so I like watching Let's Plays. I found Nintendo Capri Sun was probably the first channel I started watching.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and then we really like the game Grumps, but we can never watch them with our kids.
No.
So we're like, let's play like them and let's talk like them, but let's make it something we can sit down and watch with our kids and other people could do the same thing.
Yeah, we've like been buddies for a long time, playing video games together and all that stuff. And I don't know, like one time we were just playing games together, and you showed me Let's Plays. I was like, "What's this? Why would I?" And then I was like, "Oh, this is amazing."
Yeah, watching a video game is easier than playing one. It's kind
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah.
You can watch a video game while you're driving. You're not supposed to, but you can.
While you're riding in the car in the passenger seat.
Yes.
I will admit I've watched quite a few of your shows while I'm stuck on the bridge in traffic.
Yeah, I remember you said that. Something about it's like a good commute break.
Yeah, it works pretty good. But anyway, I checked out a couple Let's Play videos, and I was like, man, I'm hooked.
Like,
and then,
we could do this.
yeah, then we were playing games together, and we're like, why don't we just record this?
Yeah.
We're having fun, and we're being funny, and we're laughing at each other.
The basement existed as you see it now, just minus the camera and the microphone.
Wow.
Before we added that. So
It's true. The first thing that we ever did together, I think, was we played the original Legend of Zelda Master Quest.
Yep.
Oh.
But we didn't use any online manuals or anything, so we actually had to like bomb every single square block of rock. We had to. Oh, yes, this is so cool.
You
we had
have
to
it?
drop a map.
What? No.
Peter has it right here.
Ah! That's
Yeah,
so
so
cool.
here's the overworld to the Legend of Zelda. We colored it in ourselves. And every time we try to whistle in a grid, we checked it off the list. And I don't know, we're gamers at heart.
My gosh.
So.
Yeah.
You guys,
That's how we got started. Yeah.
that is so cool. And you guys are, proud dads, so you know like what's good for kids and what's not. And what I really love is that you don't have that dad humor that you know what I mean.
Well,
I think if one of us has it, it's me.
Ah.
I tell some pretty bad jokes.
yeah,
But I'm glad to hear that you don't think it's too much.
And I have to say, I'm so jealous of these guys' audio because it sounds like none other. And you guys are musicians, am I right?
mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, so cool.
Played music for like ever.
Yeah, we've been playing music together for 7 years.
No kidding.
Yeah. We've
Wow.
probably played music together and then we played video games together.
That is actually true.
Yeah.
What do you guys play?
Whoa, gosh. Okay.
I'll go first because his list is longer. Bass and guitar mostly, and passably mediocre at a few other things.
He sings too.
But this guy,
I play guitar, piano, drums, bass, sing. That's basically it.
you sound like the Irish boyfriend of Lisa Simpson in the movie.
Except for not Irish.
Yeah.
I play guitar, strings, drums.
Bass, drums, trombone.
You do that Irish brogue very nice. Let me tell you, this guy's got an awesome singing voice too. That clip you sent me from your performance at the church, so awesome. Oh, the way you sing Journey was really, really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I try, yes.
So to celebrate their awesome channel, I figured let's do 2 different cocktails. So one we're gonna do that's kid appropriate, and one that we're gonna do for the adults. So for the kids, growing up, my parents weren't too much into cocktails, but any time that I watched someone make a cocktail, I was always so fascinated by all the prep that goes into it and the muddling and the shaking. And then I got to turn around and open up a can of Dr. Pepper and I'm not special. What is this?
A one-step process.
Right?
Like that is a wet finger.
Yeah. I'm like, why is this cool? I want that. I didn't want gin. I just wanted my drink to have several steps and an umbrella. That's all I wanted. So I figured what we do for, not only for kids, but for people who are not fans of alcohol, is we're gonna put together a French cream soda. Now this has a lot of steps like a cocktail, just minus the alcohol.
French cream.
So first what we're going to do, and you can do this at home, you can do this with your kids, show them that, a drink doesn't have to have alcohol to make it awesome. I mean, at the end of a Friday, parents, don't get me wrong, a cocktail can hit the spot, but let me see if I can do this in a more efficient way. So what I have here is I have some peaches I cut up last night with just a little bit of lime juice just to stop any kind of browning and a good sprinkling of sugar. Now what the sugar is going to do for this is actually going to break down the peaches a little bit since they're not quite ripe yet. So when we go to muddle them, it's not going to take the arm of a linebacker to be able to get it to muddle. So this, for those of you guys who don't know, it's a muddler, and all it really is just something to pulverize with. So we're gonna take.
Looks like a mini plunger.
It pretty much
You got
is.
the Zelda hearts on your jar there.
I do. Do you like that?
That's awesome. I've got a couple
Thank
of pints
you.
like that.
I searched everywhere. I wanted an 8-bit cocktail shaker, and everything I found online was just really disappointing. So I finally said, this, and why don't I just make it myself? So I figured out like what kind of paint pens I would need to use, and I just created a template, and then
So
I had
you
to
put the
freehand
hearts
most
on
of it.
there.
I did.
They look great. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Do you have a Pinterest account that we can purchase from? Is that how Pinterest works? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Patreon is Pinterest.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. I was actually giving that a lot of thought. I mean, it's pretty easy to do, and maybe one of these days I'll do a video on it, but yeah, I mean, for people who are interested, it really doesn't take that much work, and it's actually kind of like soothing. Just to sit and color like a kid. Well, the peaches don't seem to want to muddle too much, but the nice thing is you can also use frozen fruit. And frozen fruit actually kind of works a little bit better because freezing it breaks down the cell walls, so it'll muddle a lot easier. But I wanted to go with fresh fruit for this one, but again, you can use either, whatever is your preference. Now, for the fun part, we're gonna add in some cream soda.
Yeah.
I love cream soda.
I do too. It's up there.
Oh, this is a twist cap.
One of my faves. Now in California, do you call that Coke? Or is it soda? Or is it pop?
Oh, lordy.
It's not pop. Anywhere but Minnesota. Apparently.
I grew up in Arizona, and in Arizona it was called pop. But then I came to California, and apparently it's soda. I don't know.
Pop in Arizona.
Pop in
They
Arizona.
don't have daylight savings, so
Oh, okay.
makes
That makes
sense.
Alrighty. And then okay, good, it's not all frozen together. Sometimes, every time I do this, I go to pull ice to put in, and it will all freeze together. And it's like Tetris, trying to get
you
it
gotta
into
clump
the
on ice.
jar.
Speaking of Tetris and ice, I had a Tetris ice cube maker.
You do
I
it?
love
Yes.
those. Those are so
Yeah.
cool.
I think it eventually broke down from being used too much because it was super cool. I had all I'd drop them in my cup and I'd be like,
Try to angle it down.
and then my drink would disappear and I'm like, what the heck?
So I added in some vanilla cream soda. You can use club soda, you can use sparkling water, whatever it is your preference. I went with vanilla cream because yum, and it's peaches. And then put the seal on nice and tight and give it a good shake. So the kids really get to feel like a bartender.
Yeah. So does that make it not as fizzy because you're
A little bit,
all
yes. That's actually a very good point. So it is going to take a little bit of the fizz out, but it'll, one, blend all the flavors together, and two, cool off the drink.
Oh yeah, so it's nice and crisp.
And the kids will be so excited about just the whole process of it too. They're not gonna be
Right?
like, "Oh, it's a little flat." They're gonna be like, "It tastes like vanilla and peaches, and I shook it, and it has ice in it. There's hearts on it. I love this drink."
Mother, my kitty cocktail is a little flat.
Oh my gosh, I'm picturing like a 6-year-old with a martini glass sauntering into the kitchen. Mother, I'll have another.
Pulls out.
Yes, with the monocle. So you can really use any kind of glass. I picked the hurricane glass because whenever I think fun fruity cocktail, I think this glass, but again, you can use whatever you like. Now, can I get it all in there without spilling? Oh, I'm gonna say I planned that. I didn't plan that. And then, to top it all off, you take a little bit of heavy whipping cream and pour it on top.
Did you whip it, or is it just the cream?
It's just the cream. You can actually whip it, or even use like whipped cream.
Okay.
Either or.
To do a dad joke right now.
Whip it good. It took me a moment. See, the humor, it's so good. And then, of course, now you can either mix this up, you can leave it on top. My experience with drinks like Mai Tais, you're gonna wanna blend it.
That looks really cool.
Thank you. You can also strain it if you don't want the pieces of peach inside the glass.
Oh my goodness.
It's all up to your personal taste. But if that's not enough, no, I'm gonna leave the cap on. You can always add some whipped cream on top.
Nice.
When a problem comes along.
Add some whipped cream on top.
Yep.
You
I mean,
should
what
whip it.
kid's gonna try
Devo, that's the reference. Oh my gosh, I'm such an 80s baby too, and I did not. I'm fired.
I was born in '86, so I like missed all of that. All I know about things is what I've heard from others.
You
It's
missed
funny
the
because we're
day
best
glow.
friends, but the 5-year age difference, every once in a while I'll just say something about Darkwing Duck and you'll kind of believe me or
No.
whatever. I mean, not
Hey,
that long ago.
hey.
I love
remember
Darkwing
City
Duck.
Like, what is that? Yeah.
Oh, he was my favorite.
I don't know.
And there you go. That's the
Oh my
entire drink.
goodness. That is gorgeous, and I bet it's
Thank you.
delicious. We were just talking before we started filming this. It's really too bad that she can't just like throw it at the screen and like it'll like come out of her keyboard and
Right.
just out of the
Be like,
keyboard.
here, smash it in the screen. Don't that taste good?
With all the instructions, though, we can watch this later and make one ourselves.
I'm going to.
That's
I'm
what I'm
totally
gonna
going to do this. I'm going to make this up for kids. They're going to love it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Again, you can use any fruit, any soda. It's just combining the fruit with the soda, muddle up the fruit, add the cream on top, whipped cream if you like, or if you don't, and enjoy like 10 of these, because I know I'm gonna. Now, for those of us adults who never grew up and who want to feel like a kid again, I have whiskey peach popsicles. Now let's see if I can actually get it out of this cute little decorative thing without splitting it. Ooh, okay, it melted a little bit. But here it is.
Oh, that looks great!
Thank you.
Wow.
Popsicle.
Misty Tower.
Yeah,
It's
I was hunting for a really cool shape that wouldn't be like pain to get it out, and it did okay. The best thing I can recommend is, if you're not big on the shape of it, just get those little Dixie cups and put in a little stick in the middle. Works so much easier. You can just peel off the outside and you're done.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited to learn how to make this.
Yeah, so to make this, first, cut up some peaches and put into a bowl with the sugar. Add in your favorite whiskey or scotch, and the amount can be set to however much you like. Stir well and let sit for a while so the peaches can absorb the whiskey and soften. Next, scoop the peaches and the liquid into a blender. Blend really well until very, very smooth. If you happen to like chunks in your popsicles, you can blend less. It's all to your preference. Once you're done, taste it and see if you want to add more sugar or more whiskey. Remember, you can always add, but you can't take away. Once you're done mixing, put it in the freezer so that way it can set up a bit. Next, crack the eggs and put the yolks into a bowl. Add the sugar and add the vanilla and whisk really, really well. You'll know when you're done when the yolks have both doubled in size and lightened in color. While this is going on, heat the milk and the cream on the stove until simmering. Don't let it boil. Yep, this is the stage that we want. This is called the ribbon stage. See? It's very, very light and has doubled in size. That's when you know you're ready. Once both the yolks and the cream are ready, you're going to want to slowly incorporate them into each other. Spoon just a little bit of the milk and the cream into the eggs, a little bit at a time. This is what's known as tempering the eggs. This is going to slightly raise the temperature of the eggs without getting it too high so they don't curdle. You're going to want this to be pretty smooth. Once you've mixed in about half, add the other half in bigger amounts until you've added the entire thing. Add the yolk and the milk mixture back into the pot and heat on the stove over medium heat for about a minute or two. Again, simmering, not boiling. Once the mixture is ready, you're going to want to pour it into a very cold ceramic bowl. This is going to stop the yolk mixture from cooking. Put some saran wrap on top so that way it doesn't create a film. Finally, wrap with some aluminum foil and put in the freezer to set up. Now take your popsicle molds and drizzle in some salted caramel topping. Not too much. Then take your cream mixture and your peach mixture and alternate pouring them into the molds. You can always combine the two and pour all together. It really depends on how you want the final popsicles to look. Don't worry if you make a mess, we're doing this over plastic for a reason. Clean up the molds a bit and add the tops. Then put in the freezer until they're well set. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and Peter, Ted, thank you so much for being on the show. I hope we get to do this again sometime. I love these guys. They're so funny. Go, stop watching this video. Go to their channel. Go sub. You will not be disappointed. And if you're a Mario Maker fan, on their channel, they play it all the time. You guys are actually doing something pretty cool where you're coming up with challenges for the Mario Maker makers to devise levels. I watched that this morning. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. We've kind of got into like this community on Facebook, and it just sort of happened.
Yeah, they do these 12-item challenges, and then there's like 30 levels, and we play as many as we can and put them up on the channel.
Yeah.
Thanks for all your kind words, CNC. High five for you.
200 subscribers you just recently hit. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
202 last time we checked.
Yes.
Maybe it's 203 right now, or 4 or 5. Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised.
So long as
But,
YouTube
yeah.
doesn't do another purge.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. We're really excited, and we love your channel as well. It's a lot of fun to just kind of. I love the mix of the two things coming together. It's like
Thank you.
drinks in the games.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of like a fine cocktail in and of itself.
Yes.
Oh, dude, you were meant for marketing, I swear.
That's what I do. It's not what I do.
Oh, well, guys, I'm going to be on your channel all the time. You know where I am. To you guys, hope you guys are having an awesome week. Hope you guys love the cocktails. Any comments, questions, feel free to hit me up, and I will see you guys in the next episode.